Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel study.com. Today we will get to know in detail about sources of Vedic civilization. The two historical sources of the Vedic age are literary sources and archaeological sources. First of all, we are going to discuss literary sources of Vedic civilization. The literary sources of Vedic period includes Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads, Vedangas and Sutra literature, shaddarsanas, Upavedas, epic of Ramayana and Mahabharata, and Puranas. These all texts shed light on the social, political, economic, and religious life of the Aryans. Let us learn about the Vedic literature. The word Veda is derived from the root word Vid, meaning to know or superior knowledge. The Vedas are considered the earliest literary record of Indo-Aryan civilization and the most sacred treasured text of India. Aryans were the architect of Vedic culture. Before writing them, the Vedas existed in oral form and were passed down exactly from one generation to another generation. The Vedas are structured in four different collections containing hymns, poems, prayers, and religious instructions. The Vedic literature is broadly divided into two categories, that is, Shruti literature and Smriti literature. Shruti literature means that which has been heard or communicated from the beginning. It explains the sacred texts which consist of Vedas and their Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. It has the knowledge of revelations and undoubtful truths. Second category, Smriti literature. Smriti means that which is remembered. It is entire body of the post-Vedic classical Sanskrit literature. It comprises Vedangas, shaddarsanas, Puranas, Itihasa, Upaveda, Tantras, Akamas, Upangas. It also includes epic literature like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Next, we are discussing categories of Vedic literature. Vedic literature has four categories. First category, the four Vedas. It includes Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharvaveda, and their Samhitas. Second category, the Brahmanas. Third category, the Aranyakas, and finally, Upanishads. Let us learn the first category of Vedic literature, the Vedas. It includes the Rigveda. The Rigveda is the earliest of the four Vedas and one of the most important texts of the Hindu tradition. It also known as First Testament of mankind. The Rigveda provides a lot of information about the Vedic society. It is divided into 10 books or mandalas, of which books 2nd and 7th are considered to be the earliest and the remaining books are considered to be later editions. The Rigveda has a total of 1028 hymns. These hymns are addressed to different gods like Surya, Agni, Vayu, Indra, etc. The majority of the hymns are about life, death, creation, sacrifice, and seeking godly pleasure. These hymns were the part of elaborate ritual of sacrifices composed by several sages. The Gayatri Mantra is also found in the Rigveda. Second one, Samaveda. The Samaveda is an ancient Hindu text and one of Hinduism's four primary Vedas. The Samaveda is derived from two Sanskrit words which are Samad, which means song, and Veda means knowledge, is the Veda of melodies and chants. It contains of 1810 or 1549 hymns. It also known as the Book of Chants or the Veda of Chants. Samaveda is categorized into two parts. First part includes melodies called Gana and second part includes three verses book called Archika. The subject matter of majority of the verses are borrowed from Rigveda and are meant to be sung at the time of the Soma sacrifices by a special class of Brahmins called Udgatri. Third one, Yajurveda. The Yajurveda or the Book of Sacrificial Prayers is a ritual text as it consists of various mantras for the purpose of recitation and rules to be observed at the time of sacrifice. Yajurveda consists of 40 adhyayas and 1875 verses. The word Yajurveda derived from the Sanskrit roots Yajus meaning worship and Veda meaning knowledge. The Yajurveda consists of four samhitas such as the Kataka, Katha, Kapistahala, Maitrayani and Taittiriya Samhita. There are two main texts of Yajurveda, that is Krishna Yajurveda and Shukla Yajurveda. And the last Veda, Atharva Veda. The Atharva Veda is a Hindu holy scripture and one of the four Vedas, frequently referred to as the fourth Veda. This Veda enumerates all of life routines in great detail. This Veda is divided into two parts, that is Paipalada and Saunakyas. Atharva Veda, sometimes called the Veda of magical formula. There are 730 hymns, 6,000 mantras and 20 volumes in the collections. The collection of 20 books containing hymns, chants, spells and prayers, and it also involves issues such as healing of illness, prolonging life, seeking cure from herbs, black magic and ritual for removing maladies and anxieties, etc. Unlike other three Vedas, the Atharva Veda is not as concerned with sacred rituals, but address the daily problem of Vedic people. Next, we are going to discuss the second category of Vedic literature, Brahmanas. The Brahmanas are a part of Shruti literature in Hinduism. Each Veda has several Brahmanas attached to it, which is essentially a collection of texts with commentaries on the specific Veda. They are typically a mix of legends, facts, philosophy, and in-depth explanations of Vedic rituals. The Brahmanas or the prose commentaries on the Samhita deals with the rituals and sacrifices. They also explain the symbolic meaning of the sacred words used in rituals. The Itake Brahmana and Itake Brahmana are attached to the Rigveda. They in general deal with the performance, the sacrifices. The Jaiminiya Brahmana, Tantyamaha or Panchavimsha Brahmana, Chandogya Brahmana, Archeya Brahmana, etc. are attached to the Samaveda. The Kataka Brahmana, Maitrayani Brahmana, Taittiriya Brahmana, Satpada Brahmana, etc. are attached to the Yajurveda. The Gopada Brahmana is a part of Atharva Veda. The third category of Vedic literature is Aranyakas. The Aranyakas are generally called the forest books and are the concluding portion of the Brahmanas. The Aranyakas deal with the philosophical doctrines and the mystic meaning of the texts of the Samhitas. It is stated that the Aranyakas act as link between the Karma Marga of the Brahmanas and the Jnana Marga of the Upanishad. And the fourth category of Vedic literature is Upanishads. The term Upanishads literally implies sitting near. Hence, its original meaning is the sitting down of the initiated pupil near the teacher or guru for the purpose of a confidential communication of the secret doctrine. This custom was a part of Guru Shishya Parampara. Upanishad, also known as Vedanta or the end of the Vedas, because they are generally the last part of the Vedas. Upanishads are mostly either embedded in the Aranyakas or simply form their supplements. They deal with the spiritual topic, the universal soul or the absolute, the individual self, the origin of the world, and the mysteries of nature. There are 108 Upanishads in total, classified according to the Vedas. Upanishads generally contain the ceremonial religious practices. They explain the doctrine of the transmigration of the soul. The Upanishads are said to contain the truth about human life and to point the way to salvation or moksha. The Upanishads have influenced the Indian thought and philosophy considerably. Next, we are going to discuss Vedangas and Sutra literature. The Vedangas are literally means limbs of the Vedas. Vedangas comprised of Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chantas, and Jyotisha. The Vedangas help one to understand the Vedas correctly. In the course of time, special school of thought evolved for the systematic study of the various branches of the Vedic knowledge. This special school prepared their own texts known as the Sutras. Important sutras are Kalpa Sutra, Shrauda Sutra, Grihya Sutra, and Sulva Sutra. The Kalpa Sutra are the manuals on rituals. Shrauda Sutras deals with the rules relating to sacrifices. Grihya Sutra are related with the domestic rites. Sulva Sutra contain the details of measurements for the construction of sacrificial altars. Another important aspect, shaddarsanas or six school of Indian philosophy. There are six schools of Indian philosophy known as shaddarsanas. Each philosophical system has its distinctive way of observing things in the world. Shaddarsanas are Samkhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Vedanta, and Mimamsa. Samkhya Darshana written by Kapila, Yoga Darshana by Patanjali, Nyaya Darshana by sage Gautama Muni, Vaisheshika Darshana by sage Kanada, Mimamsa by Jaimini, Vedanta Darshana composed by Badarayana. Next we can discuss Upavedas. Upaveda means applied knowledge. Each Upaveda is associated with one Veda, which is a source of knowledge for that. There are four Upavedas such as Dhanurveda, Ayurveda, Gandharva Veda, and Sthapatya Veda. Dhanurveda deals with art of warfare. It is associated with the Yajurveda. Ayurveda deals with medicine. It is associated with either Rigveda or Atharva Veda. Gandharva Veda deals with music, dance, and art. It is associated with Samaveda. Sthapatya Veda deals with architecture. It is associated with Yajurveda. Another important aspect of Vedic literature is epic of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana and Mahabharata considered as the great epic of India. Ramayana written by Valmiki. The word Ramayana literally means the journey of Sri Rama. The Ramayana is a tale of the triumph of good over evil, where Lord Rama fought and killed the demon king Ravana to rescue his wife Sita. The Mahabharata written by Vedavyasa. Mahabharata is a major Hindu mythological Sanskrit epic. This great epic narrates the great war between the Kauravas and Pandavas. It is a philosophical and devotional story. These two epics depict in general the political and social conditions of the early period. The subject matter of the epics is related with the struggle for power. Different parts of the two epics were written at different periods. Next, we are discussing Puranas. Purana is a Sanskrit word that means ancient or the old. Purana were first created by sage Vedavyasa. Disregarding the boundless exaggerations, the Puranas can be used as a source for the study of the Vedic society. The Puranas contain stories about gods and goddesses such as Shiva, Vishnu, Durga or Parvati. They also contain details on how they were to be worshipped. Purana give important data on ancient political history. Traditionally, 18 Puranas in Hinduism, such as Agni, Brahma, Kurma, Markandeya, Naradiya, Padma, Bhavishya, Brahmavaivrata, Shiva, Vamana, Bhagavata, Linga, Brahmanda, Vishnu, Varaha, Skanda, Malsya, and Garuda. Another sources of Vedic civilization is archaeological sources. The available archaeological sources of the period include iron implement, tools and remains of pottery. Let us learn iron artifact. The discovery of iron marks an important stage of human history. In India, Iron Age began in 1000 BC. Iron was a harder metal than copper and bronze. It was cheap and available in plenty. Iron was probably used in the following areas. First one, agriculture. Discovery of iron and its use in agriculture gave rise to economic development. Iron was used to make axes which helped them to clear forest and cultivate the land. They also made iron plowhead, sickles and hoes. Another area is occupation. The use of iron gave rise to new trades like carpentry, spinning, weaving, tanning, and tool making. And finally, iron was used in the area of defense. Because of its durability and easy availability, iron was extensively used in making weapons like armor, swords, and shields. Next, we are going to discuss about another archaeological source, pottery. Pottery forms an important source of information. Painted grayware and grayware pottery were found at different sites in Punjab and Haryana, is believed to belong to the Rigvedic Aryans. PGW is very fine, smooth, and even colored pottery. It was made out of well-worked, high-quality clay with geometric patterns painted on it in black. This pottery includes open-mouthed bowl and dishes. The PGW phase was followed by the northern black polished ware. This pottery was glossy and shiny. It is believed that the use of this pottery was made by the people who dominated the economic and social life of the period. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe and click on bell icon. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please do comment. So we will meet again with the third part of Vedic civilization soon. Till then, bye.